Hey everybody, it's Hey John. Welcome to my channel where I jabber about opportunities nonstop. Okay, I cover cryptocurrencies, about Dogecoin specifically. I cover the news and the technical analysis combined together to give you the best opportunities to make your Doge money. All right, and in today's video, I'll be covering topics, I don't know, about Elon Musk in the moon. Um, will Dogecoin ever be valuable? Well, you need to stay tuned if you want to see those kind of things. Now, you came for the news, let's get to it, all right? So, will Dogecoin price prediction, will Doge ever be valuable? Okay, this person here, Crispus Nayega, is throwing out an article about Dogecoin, and it sounds like a little ambivalent right here. You don't know if this person is bullish or bearish about Dogecoin specifically currently. But we will break down this article, we will get to the nitty gritty, and we will figure it out together. The Dogecoin price is still in a consolidation mode as investors ponder the next move. Doge is trading at 610, which is in the same range it has been in the past few weeks. Its market cap is stuck at 7.88 billion, while its ranking has continued to slip. It is now the 19th biggest digital currency in the world. All right, you say continue to slip. Well, you know what, Crispus? I say we're continuing to build a solid foundation. You have to understand that Dogecoin has risen about 1,000% plus this year in about a month or two ago. So are you going to see another 1,000% appreciation in the next month or two? Hey, you know what? Anything's possible in the cryptocurrency world. However, we have to be realistic, and the fact that we haven't sank back to say 0.002 as to where it came from, to me, that's super duper bullish. People are starting to trust Dogecoin more, and it's being shown on the charts. You know, it's being shown on the price valuation of the current Dogecoin prices here. So with that being said, if you believe Dogecoin is valuable, leave me a comment below. Why or why not? So back to the article here. Will Dogecoin ever be valuable? This is a common question among investors. It's a very fair question to ask as well. Because as an investor, why would you want to invest something that isn't going to make you money? It's that straightforward and simple here, right? So I understand why you're asking that question. It's very, very relevant. For one, the currency was started as a joke and is now worth more than 7.88 billion. In other words, it is bigger than companies like Box, Stitch, Fix, and Jack in a Box. Jack in a Box? All right. I mean, okay, it's fair. I mean, I haven't seen a Jack in the Box personally in a while. I think either they all closed down or I don't drive around where I see them anymore. I still see Mickey D still, but the fact that Dogecoin is a joke and it's worth more than some of these companies that had, for me, Jack in the Box, I grew up with it, in the 80s, so I've seen it ever since, maybe 30 years now, right? And these companies have been for 30 or 40 years plus now, and this little joke of a coin is worth more than this company that has been around for 40 years. Well, I don't know. You tell me you tell me what that means. Well, I'll tell you what it means to me. It tells me this joke isn't really a joke. And the people who think it's a and the people who still believe it is a joke, well, guess what? They're missing out, and that's fine. Because you and we're gonna profit immensely from Dogecoin, and this is going to be the year of Dogecoin. Unless it sinks back down, back to where it came from, and as long as it consolidates, and I always tell people in my technical analysis video, boring consolidation is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. However, boring doesn't bring the day traders, which doesn't bring liquidity to the market, which doesn't bring volume to the market, which doesn't bring attention to the market. But you have to understand, it gives you and I opportunities to buy those dips in the interim, though. But there is always so much news about Dogecoin around us, surrounding it all the time. It's always coming out. So all we need is a little catalyst, right? And guess what? We have some of the richest men in the world who are into Dogecoin. Do I need to say the obvious? Elon Musk, right? Mark Cuban, Snoop Dogg, etc. Gene Simmons. These people here are celebrities. They have a massive following. They are tremendously wealthy, and the fact that they're even looking at this joke of an asset here, well, what does that tell you? They see something that the average Joe doesn't see currently, and when they bring it to the attention to the average Joe, guess what? They are most likely already invested in it. So when the average Joe starts to buy it, guess what? They will profit immensely. I mean, yes, of course, they are in it for their own self-interest as well right here, right? Because guess what? These people are capitalists, they aren't out for you and I, they're out to make a buck, right? So as long as you understand that, that's okay. It's okay that they're out to make a buck. It's okay that they don't have altruistic intentions. And if they do, even better, right? Even better. But you have to understand, it doesn't matter. The point is that if they're into it, even for a short term, it doesn't hurt to follow them. Because what do we do in the stock trading market here, right? What do they always say on TV? I don't know. Follow the smart money. So this is a classic example of just follow the money and you should be fine. So getting back to the article here. All right. However, we are now in a period of low interest rates, and there is a lot of money flying around. This means that the Dogecoin price could remain at these elevated levels. Obviously, think about it for a second here, people. Um, again, there's not, a bash on the government or anything, on a government or anything, but this is basically just what's going on here, right? Our president is just printing out tons of money to lift everyone out of their bad financial positions currently, giving them money to go to Walmart and buy TVs and not pay their rent. Who knows what they're doing with the money here, right? But the point being is that all this free money, guess what? It isn't free. Someone's got to pay for it. So, in the stock market, you always want to, hedge your bets here. So if you're a bull going long, you may want to buy some options, and usually the options are going to be, bearish to kind of to kind of cover your trade. So it's kind of like insurance in that sense here, in that sense. So if you don't believe in the current United States, economy, then hey, you may want to hedge your bets on the U.S. economy. But guess what? Buying some crypto assets, buying some commodities such as gold and silver, right? These are traditionally speaking insurance, storage of value. So when a dollar depreciates, guess what? When you have gold and silver, or in this case, cryptocurrencies, such as Dogecoin or Bitcoin here, guess what? It's a store of value. So when the currency goes down for US dollar and the economy goes down, guess what? These insurance assets or the hedges are going to go up. So it kind of covers you. So that's kind of why people like to have these kind of things. People like insurance, right? Like, why do you buy insurance for your car? Hey, God forbid, I never want to use it, but booyah, if I get hit by someone, hey, I want to be covered for my healthcare expenses right here, right? Same thing with home insurance, right? God forbid, there's like a hurricane or earthquake or an act of God likely hit your house, something, no one to use it, but you pay that premium every month, and you buy these premiums for just in case scenarios. And I feel the same way about Dogecoin and Bitcoin. These are the just in case scenarios here. Now, by no means do I wish for the economy to go down and sink here. I'm just saying, if everything's at all-time highs on the stock market and it continues to go up because of, money printing and, I would say free money here, it's not a bad idea, in my opinion here. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you what I do to put some money into hedges or your insurance here. So to me, there's a kind of insurance. All right. And of course, at the fundamental core, I see Dogecoin as a cultural shift for cryptocurrency. You're right. It's literally going to be a cultural asset. Why do I call Dogecoin a cultural asset? Because it's about memes, right? It started off as a joke, and memes are culture. So if you buy Dogecoin, in my opinion, what you're buying is a cultural asset here. And can you really put a true valuation on a cultural asset? You probably can with NFTs now, right? Because based on supply and demand, whoever's willing to pay whatever that image or music or whatever it is, the artwork is worth, that's part of the valuation of it, right? But Dogecoin is a lot bigger than that, so we will have to wait and see. But in my opinion here, Dogecoin is in a sense priceless because of its cultural value, in my opinion. So the article goes on to say now with a Dogecoin price prediction. As I have written before, the Doge price has been struggling lately. I don't know about lately, but I don't know what this person means by lately, but If it was struggling lately, then it'll be back at 0.002. It'll give back all that 1,000% gain for a year. It has struggled to move above its all-time high of 0.878 and below the important support at 0.04130. This has seen the price remain at the short and long-term moving averages. Volatility indicators like the average true range ATR and the historic volatility have all dropped. Well, of course it's going to drop because guess what? We are in consolidation mode right now, and we're building a foundation to create a new higher high and a new higher low here. Okay, so what that means is that yes. Therefore, in my view, this could be a calm before the storm in the near term. The price could have a major breakout in either direction, so watch out for the key support and resistance levels mentioned above. Okay, I mean, this guy is kind of saying the obvious here, right? Basically the 4 is kind of middle ground, 8 is kind of all-time high. If it breaks out, it'll go higher. I mean, okay, that's a fair thing to say, but I wouldn't say that's very, I don't know, very insightful. It's kind of saying, hey, this is a cup, and it has water in it. If the water goes above here, it's gonna overflow. Okay, I mean, all right. I mean, I get it. His analysis I would say is a little weak, but you know what? It be what it be. I'm not here to criticize the article or the person here, but what he says, will Dogecoin ever be valuable? It is already valuable, people. It's a priceless gem in the cryptocurrency world here. Yes, it's not the highest one yet, but guess what? As time progresses, it will only become more and more valuable as it becomes more and more mainstream. It has a lot going for it, and as always, I always say, Dogecoin is life. Do only good every day. All right, so let's go over to the next article here, and let's do some. Let's check out some Twitters. All right then. So Dogecoin updates is saying something on Twitter, saying preparing for takeoff. Hey man, I couldn't agree more. Let's prepare for takeoff. Based on the technicals I've been going over in the previous videos, you can check it out. I would say we are definitely on the road to taking off before we know it. It's happening sooner rather than later here. So if you want to get some, I would get some. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I'll be doing here. And as always, subscribe, like, and share my videos because guess what? As we grow the Dogecoin community, guess what happens? We get more Dogecoin investors, and guess what happens? Your Dogecoin investment increases, right? It's a pretty straightforward phenomenon here. I mean, of course, there are many angles here and many ways to explain it, but to keep it at the simplest, way to understand it, that's just what it is. It's very straightforward. Of course, when new people come in, guess what? These same people come in, they may want to short us, right? They may be bears. They might not be longing on Dogecoin because Dogecoin has had a history of, hey, you know what? When it garners a lot of attention, the price goes up. When the price goes up, I'm a bear. I'm ready to short you guys and make some easy money as it comes down on the pullback. So, but guess what? I like bears as well because they are great. They are great opportunity makers because they give people like me, investors and such as you as an investor, an opportunity to buy dips and get better buying opportunities. So it's not a bad thing. So this is another tweet by our CEO, the EGOD himself, Elon Musk here. He's saying we are going to the moon very soon. Of course, he didn't say Dogecoin, but okay, ladies and gentlemen here, if you've been watching my videos, if you've been following Dogecoin at all, even a little bit, you know that the moon is, guess what, is associated with Dogecoin going to the moon. And I'm going to retweet this because I think it's awesome. I'm going to quote the tweet. Thank you, our CEO, for sending us to the promised land. Dude, honestly, man, this is the best. Elon Musk is the best right here. I mean, who does this? I mean, people see him as a pumper, but what I see is that he's giving people wow, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry. He's giving people a reminder that, hey, guess what? Dogecoin exists, and he has about, let's see, he has about 50.50 million followers. So every time he does a tweet like this right here, right? He's reminding about let's just say 50 million people a reminder saying, hey man, don't forget about Dogecoin here. It still exists. And you know, if I'm in it, guess what? I'm a visionary. I make things happen. So Elon Musk does another tweet here. It's all about the cufflinks. I mean, girls at the weddings, her dress, it's the same color as mine. Boys at the weddings. Well, you know what? This image reminds me of here, Mr. Anderson. This reminds me of all the Dogecoin and DOGEARMY followers. This is what the picture reminds me of. This is what this picture reminds me of. We're us in the Doge Army, and we're supporting our Doge CEO, and we are ready to march and buy some Dogecoin. That's what it sounds like to me right there. So here, Dogecoin rise. Replying to Elon Musk and Matt Wallace 88. Good morning at Elon Musk and Dogecoin. This is a fantastic image here. I know it's about Bitcoin here, but guess what? Bitcoin is holding Dogecoin, and guess what? Dogecoin isn't as big as Bitcoin, and I don't believe it ever will be. And if it does, hey, guess what? It's fantastic. But I'm okay with Dogecoin never being bigger than Bitcoin here, because Bitcoin came out first. It was the leader, the industry leader, setting precedent and setting all these kind of things right here. And I'm okay with being held, by the Bitcoin here. That's okay. You don't have to be number one to have an incredibly high valuation, okay? So, I mean, we can still make tons of Dogecoin, money by not being number one, even number two, even number five. Dogecoin valuation will be off the charts. It'll be immense. It'll be tremendous. So I wouldn't be too concerned about all that if I were you. So I'm going to retweet this as well because I think it's pretty good, actually. Let's see. I'm going to retweet this as well. Yes. Yes, our Bitcoin leader. That's pretty cool. I like Dogecoin Rise. He or she is always throwing out awesome tweets about Dogecoin and furthering our objectives here. So Elon Musk again, I just want to pull up again to end this video here, is Elon Musk says we're going to the moon very soon. You know what? I couldn't agree more. And I am so pleased to announce that. All right. So, as always, this is Hey John, and if you believe in Dogecoin, all you gotta do is subscribe, like, and share so we can get this Dogecoin message out to everyone in the world. Not United States, in the world, because it's a cryptocurrency and it goes everywhere. And I would like you to support the Dogecoin. I will catch you all on the next